Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Okay, do you like those American cars from back in the 70s? Do you like, probably, we can probably call this a muscle car? Well, you are quite in the right track. Some people may say this is not really a muscle car. Some people may say, sure, it is. It depends on the taste of everyone and depends on what you really consider a muscle car. But let's see what we got for you right now. We have for you 143 scale, 1978 Ford Mustang 2 King Cobra. Now, this is the infamous Ford Mustang second generation. When I say infamous, because a lot of people probably will say this was the time when Ford Mustang lost everything they built with the first generation and they kind of threw away a few years of life. But to me, I would say no, it's not. First of all, you gotta remember the timing this car came out back in the 70s in North America. They would go, especially in USA. I'm not sure about Canada. They had a big gas price hike, and shortages, and all the stories. So they changed the whole mentality what the car industry should be. That's when all these foreign brands were coming to America, and they took it. They kind of grasp the situation, like Toyota and Nissan, and probably some European brands. That's when Volkswagen came out with the Rabbit. Well, they called it the Golf in other parts of the world, and they kind of like grabbed the situation and took advantage of it. And this car, even though it's a Ford Mustang, it kind of threw themselves into that position also. It went from being a muscle car to a friendly pony. But this car had different types of. It had the small two door Gia. They call it Gia, which had like a trunk, which I think it was pretty good looking itself. A lot of people may disagree with me, but I think it was a pretty good looking car. And example, when that car came out, let's talk about the second generation. They came out in 1974 all the way down to 1978. Okay, so this is the last year of this model. So they had it as a two-door coupe, or like the one that we're looking at right now, a three-door hatchback. I think both of them look good. Believe it or not, I like more the other one, the Gia, the one that had like a little trunk in the back. I don't know, it just looked pretty cute. But engine-wise, a lot of people were very disappointed with their engines because it was not the strong engines that Ford had back in the days. They had let's see, a 2.3 four-cylinder, a 2.8 six-cylinder, and then they had the big boy, which is probably this one right here, 4.9 V8. Now, which obviously the King Cobra was the top of the line of the racy type of Mustang. But a lot of people still did not really think it was a worth successor for the first generation. But everyone has different ideas. Some people disagree. Some people do. Some people forget the eras the cars came out back in. So there's a lot of things that make factor towards a situation. Transmission wise, you had a 4 speed manual transmission, or you had a 3 speed automatic, which is basically the standard shifters from back in the days. Okay? All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. By the way, before I forget, this is a diecast and it was made by Greenlight. Now, let me read you something real quick so you understand a little more about what I just spoke before about the era that came out and everything. Let me read something real quick. This car was named Motortrend's 1974 Car of the Year and reaching over 1.1 million sales over 4-year production. The Mustang 2 is noted for its market presence and strong sales. While regarded by certain fanatics as having abandoned the essential aspects of the Mustang heritage, which was what I explained to you earlier. I tell you, I like it. It's a great looking car. I think it's part of the history of Mustang. They should respect this model as much as any other Mustang from other eras. It's again, it's the time that came out. It was different timings from the 60s and 50s, but again, it's a nice looking car. All right, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this Ford Mustang. Did you like them? Did you have you seen them on the roads? Because I know in many parts of the world, these cars may have been a rare sight, even from the beginning, from back in the 70s. Have you seen them on the road? Do you still see them on car shows or in the museum? The two-door with the trunk, or this one? Yeah, I would love to know more about what your thoughts about this car it is. You know, again, this is a good looking car. It's not my favorite car from Ford, but again, it's a good looking car. It's attractive. Again, it's part of history altogether. And do you think this is really considered a muscle car? Do you think is that's not what muscle car really represents? Don't forget to comment below. Let me know again where you guys are from, what scales you guys collect. Don't don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up that I always appreciate. Thank you so much. Shows me you guys are interested. I always say it because I like to remind you guys that those are the best ways to show someone that you're enjoying their videos as much as I enjoy making them. And don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Alright, everyone, take care of yourselves more than ever, as I always say, and goodbye.